Welcome to Attila handpan class. In this tutorial series we talked about polyrhythms until now. Now I'm going to give some steps for making a beautiful or a creative 5/8 polyrhythm song. So before going to the steps, I want to talk about the definition of autopilot. Autopilot is a term used in some instruments like handpan, like this, that one hand plays bass or maybe a groove and the other hand plays melody. And the second definition, using the open technique, which means that instead of playing, you swap the hand rolls to have more comfort. Although both of these techniques need practice. So let's start with the steps. The first step is working out with the hand that's going to play the bass. I recommend you to work with both of your hands, both bass and melody. So you go for the bass, ding, A, ding, A, ding, A, ding, A, swap, ding, A, ding, A, ding, A, swap. Then you start rotating your hand because you're going to play fast enough and you don't have time to go back and forth for like 3 minutes. Instead, you have to do this. So you can also use different fingers. The next step is you start joining in the hand that's going to play the melody. And for this, you also use the open technique and swap hands to get dominant with both of your hands. Change notes. And then you start playing different notes with the melody. So and you also swap hands. And for the next step, you change your chords. So although the practice song doesn't look beautiful, but I'm going to give it different song. And the last step, you start practicing to play the bass as fast as possible. It should be 8 beats per measure. Like this. Now you're going to add the 5 beats. And as I've told, it was like so. And instead of swapping between 2 notes, you can go to 3, 4, or even 5 notes. And Besides, don't forget to also swap hands to get dominant with both of your hands, left and right. So and also try to change the basses. And then you can go to different notes, and instead of going chords, you can go up the scale, down the scale, or coming back and forth between 3 notes. And you can also try this with your other hand, and try to figure out what to do in your song. So for an example, and then you have to go faster. And besides, a song of this 5/8 polyrhythm will come in the next tutorial.